na otumfo osei tutu Asantehene aba abekasa bra okopie mu KNUST na wopanyi wasanso chancellor wo KNUST na bra okopie mu ho mo graduation asiye no wode nsama hodo bi etudwa se manfo ahodo mu ebi wo ho a esan wo mu position ni wo mu dibrenti wo mo ba ya KNUST ensase ahodo a eben university ne dia no no mu be popo wo mu ani abeje abeto asase no ene wo yo ya na akasa wo betwe asem no mu akokota wo de kokora na ade a wo bedifo no ena Asantehene abekasa dia fa ho se wo yo ya na wo ye lawyer ni na obi beto saa asase bi de ba na obedi ho asema na tese wan kasa no nim de waye ti na wudi saa asem nti saa KNUST wo mo asase ne de enya asase a yetwa eton na emomu school na asase a da ho de amanchirima na daachi school no ehia bibia wo mo de aye na emomu enya asase a yetwa eton edisika.
5 years ago, in this very hall, I issued a solemn and unequivocal warning against any encroachment upon the lands of KNUST. However, I have received reports indicating that some recalcitrant people continue to test our resolve. Let me therefore say again, with absolute clarity and without equivocation, any encroachment upon Nest lands will not be tolerated. Sure. These lands are not ordinary. These are sacred legacies entrusted to us by our forebears and reserved for the education and upliftment of generations unborn. They belong to the nation of Ghana and to the bright minds who will shape her future. Any attempt to prey on them is an attack on that sacred trust and will be met with decisive action. I hereby command all who harbor such intentions to desist immediately and keep away from the sacred lands of Nast.
Otumfo to an nsem say I rehosem e womu say enkrofo efa kotikwan so efa suapon asase a no manya lawyer for so edi omachi e wo court and wo de adesrede de to lawyer for anim say. And
unfortunately they get some lawyers to take these matters to court when they know that it shouldn't be so. Especially here, people present us as a opinion and then family lands when it is not like that. And yet lawyers by their profession take it to court to defend us, which is wrong. They have been educated and they know that this is also an educational institution. Why do you want to alienate lands belonging to the university for that? With all due respect, legal professionals, please assess what cases come to you before.
That's why in some no so the amamo ni chemu ewo poema ntemo no emu na endrada enasua for hwe mesua nsemo esowura Haruna ijusu ekopie mu ewo kwawu nkwanta na ebro kopie mu ewo ho no wode nsema hodo bi etudwa na graduation prayer sie enosusu okopie ye na no nananom mpanyifo nyina atwa dwumedie no asiehia no wode tudwa se sisi ano kamia yese ensema hodo ema ne hu eso ewo man mu schools mu ahodo a we say me na mesomo ye we so say me na mesomo ye no tribalism no eyi ne ho apie ewo ye education system no emu no na wodi tudwa say omeyi emu moja twani pa bia ho moja ne befiri mu aba moja ne nso wo bia de red black ni mu green ni mu ye nyina ye moja red ni senti say we be me frafrani we be me nkremoni na me de me Christian ade no say yemfa empe bebi ntokura na asumudwe a te yediti oman mu na nkremofu adu omudwuma pepepe yomu na Christians enso adu omudwuma no saa na yema no nkoso entina oman mu na yenjai na me nkremoni na me Kristoni no yemfa no nto nchen se de be ya yadusua femu no eno so ebenya fapimbi ejina.
You have a critical role to support teachers in ensuring and upholding discipline in our schools and at home. There is a raging debate in Ghana today on rights and religious practices in our various educational institutions. Let me use this opportunity to appeal to the leadership of the Church of Ghana and the leadership of the Muslim leadership of Ghana that let us preserve the unity, the peace, the religious coexistence and religious tolerance of our country. On my visit here, and noting and knowing that when you are in Kwao, you know that businesses and entrepreneurship, you are at its best and excellence. I'm leaving this town this afternoon with a strong message to President Mahama that I will seek his support and blessing to establish Ghana's first university for business innovation and entrepreneurship in this part of the country.
That's why in seminal eso ede amamo ede na ede ni twemu ewo epoye anase atoye mantemu no emu na adehye no mo ewo atoye mantemu che Western region na babe kasa ede afa Galamsey kono ehu na wo mu kyeremu a aban a ewo so yi ebra na aban a etwemu ekono mo wo so no no mo bo mo chie papa ewo Galamsey kono ehu nanso mprempren a wo mo aba befa abenwa no won so afemu die bi omo se wo mo ede beku Galamsey kono ya de omo so ebuso ye nanso mpanyifo ahodo no mu bi amampanyi ene omo bu omanyi no kamia ye so omo a na wo mo sa ehye Galamsey adwuma asie ni senti mpanyifo yi ede kokobo ekọ ede ama sa appointees anase ministers ahodo a mampanyi yi omo ne omo ebu omanyi se wo ye opanyi na se abanya bodin na munyina na moka bomu na omanyi ye bebu na etima fa ne tuma pefra na ye hu se wo Galamsey na ekoso na yade ade bia yi wanimu ekaseti anenso ye ba chambers dia wo na wo ye ohini ewo mu dia enya ade a wo mo ene wo bedi agro kora wo mo ebetwon ewo marakwan eso
Agnes me bi so say ade a esi ye ma abandada na ni suade hu antumi amamu ewo omai mu no eye na pontis ene government institutions no fracas ye pa especially the police service eka se wo hwe omampanyini previous government no omampanyini dada na sa abandada na etwa mu no odisina ni so ka botu Galamsey susa na Galamsey susa na oye so otum dia ama wantumi antumu eye police adwumakuo no ne fa binum enti yen Western idea ya fact ye ho se abenye wotisu any government official bia anase government institution bia any government appointees na wayi omo no wo abaye wa bi so be ma aban way down ye ntwe ma ye be explosive ama omampanyina hu de den eko mene wo kasa nne so omampanyina ti wo na edwumadi a wo di a youth ya baje ne so no so oba Western regional a ye to aba otumi nya mu 15 out of 70 constituency no otumi nya mu 15 no a enne mene wo kasa se ye to aba nne Mpoho district obelusu Sama district obelusu ena takwanfra ye obelusu ye nim de ye huntia na enim de ye ka nti ye de ka ne se ade papa bi omampanyini de babia no ye Western ayesom ye de ahoɔden bɛboa ama na bam na mum de ye be ye na aban wei a yatu ne dini se ye oba Western ayemo a omampanyini ne na pamfo ye from Matthew 7:7 hwehwɛ na abehu bisa na ɔde bɛma bom no bebio nti wu nipa biala a wo kan administration we se hu na
yɛtoa nsɛm no ɛso ɛde amamo ɛde ana yɛde ani twemu ɛwɔ asɔyɛ hyɛ apomuden nsɛm ɛso na andrada ɛna opinion no ɛna ɛda asɔyɛ ano no nyafo kwabena minta aka no ɛde nsɛm ahodoɔ bi ɛbɛto dwa ɛwɔ nhyehyɛ a yɛ asɔyɛ a ɛhyɛ yapomuden enso wo mo se de beya ebema yapomuden ensemu etimi esisu pienko na enkotie bra na opanyin de nsama hodui etudwa no emra
was signed in 2018. It took effect in 2019. And as part of the contract, there were clauses known as take or pay clauses in the agreement. And the contract was sole sourced. Now, for every month, Ghana government was and is supposed to pay $88,000 per center per month. $88,000 per center per month. So if you do the computation, we are paying more than, because we have 6 centers, so we are paying a little over $500,000 every month for the services of the drones. What is more interesting, and I think everybody needs to know, is the fact that in the beginning of this contract, the idea was that we were not going to use government of Ghana money to pay the services of the drones. And I have the Hansards here during the debate on the floor of the House, and the quotation from the then minister responsible for health, Ajimamanu, I have it here. Their services was to concentrate on the hard-to-reach areas and emergency services. But upon review of the activities, what we have realized is that the hard-to-reach areas constitute only 12% of the activities, 12%, 1-2. And emergency services is 4% of the activities. And it will interest you to know some of the items they fly. Items like condom, blood donor cards, not blood donor cards, mosquito nets, food and nutrition items, adhesive tapes, syringes and needles, education materials, among other things, textbooks, exercise books, uniforms, and a lot more.
Ay3ka so afọ hwe yapomuden ensem so no nyafo kwabena minta aka no